Everyone, my name is Zhicong, and I'm honored to introduce my project proposal of a single-scene animation, Incantation. Incantation is a story about an explorer who once stepped into a Japanese shrine at night. He was drawn to the beauty and tranquility of his surroundings before he discovered something eerie. There was no one else but himself in this shrine. Incense and candles were burned as usual, but the glimmering lights only unsettled him even more. Wanting to exit the shrine, the explorer realized in shock that the path he took here had already vanished. Meanwhile, he saw a human-like shadow ran into the temple and disappeared behind the gate. After struggling, the explorer decided to follow up and seek help. However, the only thing helpful he could find in the temple was a few characters written in blood in front of the Buddha statue. Sacrifice everyone else and you may live. Driven by fear, he walked out of the temple right before he saw a man coming to him. It was himself. Unknown to this poor explorer, he is not the first visitor who had forever been trapped in the shrine on the night of the new moon because of an evil incantation. I thoughtfully built a meta-human to portray the character in my story. He's middle-aged, mature-looking, with wrinkles on his face. As he spent most of his time outdoor, his hair and beard are a little bit messy, and his skin is dried up. I will retexture his outfit to be worn-out jackets and jeans. These physical features are important visual hints about his identity. The story took place in a shrine at night, in which the orange candlelights sharply contrast with bluey and gloomy backdrop. The fading red paint on the wooden buildings appeared to be creepy and unsettling, further increasing the affection of psycho horror. These reference images partially display my intended visual effects. In order to ensure the completion of our project within the given time, I organized the following schedule based on the production pipeline. From week 7 to week 9, the team will be focusing on the pre-production phase. Although most of the high-fidelity digital assets can be directly imported from Quixel and MetaHuman, we may still have to customize and adjust the aesthetics of buildings, props, and character to align with the concept design. Lighting and visual effects are to be added during this period, making the scene ready for animation. Week 10 and 11 will be used for story capture. Our team will be working both in and outside the VP studio to experiment with real-time technologies and collect mocap data. All the camera work, motion capture, and retargeting workflow are conducted in these 2 weeks. Depends on the overall performance. Team members may have to revisit previous stages and make adjustments. In week 12 and 13, the team will endeavor to bring the project to completion. Group meetings will be hosted to review the work progress. With mocap data being streamed into Unreal, we'll be able to inspect the overall quality of our project. This is also the final chance for artists to polish works at each stage from pre to post-production before rendering the sequence. As you may have realized, the workflow and approach I planned for our project is slightly different from a traditional linear 3D pipeline. Despite identical stages from pre-visualization to post-production, some of the jobs are happening simultaneously instead of sequentially. With version control, artists from all departments can easily access and assemble all shots in Unreal Engine at the same time, rather than waiting for others to finish their parts. Undoubtedly, real-time collaboration allows a production team to achieve more in less amount of time. Real-time pipeline also offers a number of other advantages that reshape the process and approaches animators adopt, from pre-production to final output, to better accomplish their creative and narrative goals. Real-time rendering, which permits fast iteration and saves a tremendous amount of production time by eliminating the repetitive rendering process, is the most obvious boon of using the game engine to produce animation. With real-time rendering, animators may experiment with new shots, camera works, and lighting options with minimal extra cost, hence are more likely to achieve better visual storytelling by the end. In this project, however, I am more interested in experiencing real-time motion capture, or simulcam, utilized in movies like Ready Player One and Blade Runner. This technology combines live-action filmmaking and computer-generated visual effects, and provides artists with a director's vision. By digitizing and transferring actors' performance to an avatar, animators can effectively gauge colors, layouts, lightings, and so on in real time. Being able to view the simulated environment, actors may also improve artistic execution. To supervise the work in progress and track individual contributions, I recommend implementing the Scrum. Before commencing production, a director should deconstruct the otherwise complex production process into a sprint backlog according to the departments within the workflow, such as layout, blocking, lighting, animation, etc. Every 2 or 3 members will form a Scrum team and be responsible for the selection of work. After each sprint, which normally ranges from a few days to a week, each Scrum team will report its progress for demonstration during group meetings. The whole production team, and hopefully the tutor, will then inspect the results and adjust goals for the next sprint based on the reviews and discussion. The Scrum framework is highly compatible with real-time production because it closely monitors work in progress so that artists in each Scrum team can repetitively and retrospectively iterate their work, from assets to animation, until completion. I believe this arrangement will help our team attain the best possible outcome within the allocated schedule. Thanks for listening.